The Silva Ultramind System. Projection exercise number 4. Projection into a pet. We will start this exercise with the 3-to-1 method. Find a comfortable position. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath, and while exhaling, mentally repeat and visualize the number 3 3 times. To help you learn to relax physically at level 3, I'm going to direct your attention to different parts of your body. Relax your scalp. Relax your forehead. Relax your eyes. Relax your face. Relax your throat. Relax your shoulders. Relax your chest externally and internally. Relax your abdominal area externally and internally. Relax your thighs. Relax your knees. Relax your calves. Relax your feet. You're now at a deeper, healthier level of mind, deeper than before. This is your physical relaxation level 3. Whenever you mentally repeat and visualize the number 3, your body will relax as completely as you are now, and more so every time you practice. To enter mental relaxation level 2, take a deep breath. And while exhaling, mentally repeat and visualize the number 2 3 times, and you are at level 2, a deeper level than 3. Level 2 is for mental relaxation, where noises will not distract you. Instead, noises will help you to relax mentally more and more. To improve mental relaxation at level 2, practice visualizing tranquil and passive scenes. Take another deep breath, and while exhaling, mentally repeat and visualize number 1 3 times. You are now at level 1, a deeper, healthier level of mind where you can function from your center. To help you enter a deeper, healthier level of mind, I'm going to count from 10 to 1. On each descending number, you will feel yourself going deeper, and you will enter a deeper, healthier level of mind. 10, 9, feel going deeper. 8, 7, 6, deeper and deeper. 5, 4, 3, deeper and deeper. 2, 1. You are now at a deeper, healthier level of mind, deeper than before. It is a wonderful feeling to be deeply relaxed, a very healthy state of being. Effective sensory projection statements for success. I am now learning to attune my intelligence by developing my sensing faculties and to project them to any point or place on this planet so as to be aware of any actions taking place if this is necessary and beneficial for humanity. I am now learning to attune my intelligence by developing my sensing faculties and to project them to any point or place on any planet within the solar system, any solar system within the galaxy, and any galaxy within the universe so as to be aware of any actions taking place if this is necessary and beneficial for humanity. I am now learning to attune my intelligence by developing my sensing faculties and to project them to the different matter kingdoms. The inanimate matter kingdom, any of its levels and depths. The animate matter kingdom, with reproductive intelligence, plant life, and animal life, any of its levels and depths. And the animate matter kingdom with reproductive intelligence and an awareness of existence, the human body and mind kingdom, any of its levels and depths. I am now learning to detect abnormalities whenever such abnormalities exist within any kingdom, any level, and any depth, if this is necessary and beneficial for humanity. I am now learning to apply corrective measures and to bring back to normalcy any abnormality found within any kingdom, any level, and any depth, if this is necessary and beneficial for humanity. Negative thoughts and negative suggestions have no influence over me at any level of the mind. The following laws are to be considered when programming. You should do to others only what you like others to do to you. The solution must help to make this planet a better place to live. It must be best for everyone concerned. It must help at least 2 or more persons. It must be within the possibility area. The following principles apply to programming. Objective physical communication takes place at your center, the beta left brain dimension, using the objective physical senses. The hearing is used for perception, and the voice is used for transmission. Subjective spiritual communication takes place at the alpha right brain dimension by using the spiritual senses. Visualization is used for perception, and imagination is used for transmission. In the objective physical dimension, the past is behind us, the present is our present position, and the future is ahead of us. In the subjective spiritual dimension, the past is to your right, the present is centered straight ahead, and the future is to your left. Anatomy of a pet. We will continue programming effective sensory projections for your success and continue programming information with the use of mental projection for your benefit. We will now establish subjective points of reference in the animate matter kingdom with reproductive intelligence, the animal life kingdom, at different levels and different depths, the anatomy of a pet. At the count of 3, mentally project yourself to the center of your living room, facing your selected wall. 1, 2, 3. You are now standing at the center of your living room, facing your selected wall. At the count of 3, mentally project your pet onto your mental screen. 1, 2, 3. Now mentally move your pet in front of your mental screen, which is black and used as a background. Your pet is facing you. Notice how the pet stands out against the black screen. Mentally turn your pet to the left. Turn the pet away from you. Turn the pet to the right. Place the pet facing you. At the count of 3, the color of the screen will change to red. 1, 2, 3. The screen is now red. Study your pet. How does the pet stand out against the red background? At the count of 3, the color of the screen will change to green. 1, 2, 3. Study the pet against a green background. At the count of 3, the color of the screen will change to blue. 1, 2, 3. Now study the pet against a blue background. Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. The color of the screen will change back to green, back to red, back to black. Now mentally bring your pet closer, close enough to touch, noticing how the pet appears to become bigger as it gets closer. Now objectively extend your arm and hold the pet by the head, one hand on each side. Study the head from several angles from this outer point of view. Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. Observe the eyes, the nose, the ears, the fur or outer covering. Focus your attention on the pet's forehead. At the count of 3, we will mentally enter the bone structure level of the kingdom. 1, 2, 3. We are now at the bone structure level. Desire to perceive and imagine a bone or bones. Bring back a memory of when you have seen a skull. Study the pet's skull from several angles. Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. Focus your attention on the pet's forehead. At the count of 3, we will enter the brain cell level. 1, 2, 3. Desire to perceive and imagine brain cells or brain matter. Bring back a memory when you have seen a brain in a picture or on a chart. Study the brain from several angles. Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. At the count of 3, we will go back to the bone structure level. 1, 2, 3. Now at the count of 3, we will again be at the outer level of this kingdom. 1, 2, 3. We are now at the outer level of this kingdom. Again, observe the eyes, the nose, the ears, the fur or outer covering. Now mentally move the pet a little bit higher and hold it by the rib cage. Objectively place one hand on each side of the rib cage. Now focus your attention on the center of the pet's chest. At the count of 3, we will enter the bone structure level. 1, 2, 3. Desire to perceive and imagine the ribs of your pet. Now the spinal column. Study the complete skeletal body. You can raise or lower the skeleton to any position or angle, and it will remain in that position or angle. Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. Now focus your attention on the chest. At the count of 3, we will enter the heart tissue level. 1, 2, 3. Desire to perceive and imagine a heart. Bring back a memory when you have seen a heart. Study the heart from several angles. Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. Again, focus your attention on the heart. At the count of 3, we will sense the heart transparent. 1, 2, 3. Bring back a memory of having seen a picture of a transparent heart. Imagine what it would look like. Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. At the count of 3, we will enter the lung tissue level. 1, 2, 3. Desire to perceive and imagine 2 lungs. Bring back a memory when you've seen pictures of lungs. Study the lungs of this pet from several angles. Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. At the count of 3, we will enter the kidney tissue level. 1, 2, 3. Desire to perceive and imagine 2 kidneys. Bring back a memory of having seen kidneys, such as in an anatomy book picture or at the meat market. Study your pet's kidneys from several angles. Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as points of reference in the future. At the count of 3, we will enter the liver tissue level. 1, 2, 3. Desire to perceive and imagine a liver. Study your pet's liver from several angles. Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. At the count of 3, we will go back to the kidney level. 1, 2, 3. Back to the lung level. Now back to the heart level. Now back to the skeletal level. Now to the outer level of this dimension. Now mentally place your pet in front of your mental screen. Now mentally turn your pet to the left. Now turn it away from you. Now to your right. Now towards you. Change the color of the screen to red. Change the color of the screen to green. Now change the color to blue. We will change the color of the screen back to green, back to red, back to black. Now imagine your pet in perfect health. Now cause your pet to disappear from the scene. Your pet has now disappeared from the scene. Whatever you perceive with your imagination at this dimension, you can use as a point of reference in the future. It is now an accomplished fact that subjective points of reference have been established at different levels and depths of the animate matter kingdom with reproductive intelligence, the animal life kingdom. To function at these levels and to use these points of reference, all you need is a sincere desire to solve problems. Your mind will automatically seek out these points of reference where you will perceive and become aware of information that you can use to solve such problems. And this is so. Programming a technique, the mental video technique that you can use for problem solving. Whenever you need to solve a problem with the mental video technique, enter level 1 with the 3-to-1 method when you are in bed and ready to go to sleep. Once you are at your level, review the mental video that you created of the problem at beta. After you have reviewed the problem, mentally convert the problem into a project. Then create with imagination a mental video of the solution. The mental video of the solution should contain a step-by-step procedure of how you desire the project to be resolved. After both of the mental videos have been completed, go to sleep with the intention of delivering the mental videos to your tutor while you sleep. Take for granted that delivery will be made. During the next 3 days, look for indications that point to the solution. Every time you think of the project, think of the solution that you created in the mental video in a past tense sense. We will now impress and program the 3 scenes technique, a technique that you can use to help you implement your decisions and the guidance that you receive. When you desire to use the 3 scenes technique, go to your center with the 3-to-1 method. Create a project onto your mental screen directly in front of you using visualization and image of the existing situation. Recall details of what the situation looks like in the first scene. Make a good study of the existing situation so you are completely aware of all aspects of it. If you have programmed for this project previously, then take into account any changes that have taken place since your most recent programming session. After making a good study of the existing situation, then shift your awareness to your left, approximately 15 degrees. In a second scene to the left of the first scene, use imagination to mentally picture yourself taking action and doing something to implement your decisions and to follow your guidance you have received, and imagine the desired changes beginning to take shape. Now in a third scene, another 15 degrees further to your left, use your imagination to create and project an image of the situation the way you desire for it to end up. Imagine many people benefiting. The more people who benefit, the better. Anytime in the future when you think of this project, visualize the image that you created of the desired end result in the third scene. You have practiced entering deep, healthy levels of mind. In your next session, you will enter a deeper, healthier level of mind, faster and easier than this time. Every time you function at these levels of the mind, you will receive beneficial effects physically and mentally. You may use these levels of the mind and these points of reference to help yourself physically and mentally. You may use these levels of the mind and these points of reference to help your loved ones physically and mentally. You may use these levels of the mind and these points of reference to help any human being who needs help physically and mentally. You will never use these levels of the mind or these points of reference to harm any human being. If this be your intention, you will not be able to function within these levels of the mind, nor will you be able to use these points of reference. You will always use these levels of the mind and these points of reference in a constructive, creative manner for all that is good, honest, pure, clean, and positive. And this is so. You will continue to strive to take part in constructive and creative activities to make this a better world to live in, so that when we move on, we shall have left behind a better world for those who follow. You will consider the whole of humanity, depending on their ages, as fathers or mothers, brothers or sisters, sons or daughters. You are a superior human being. You have greater understanding, compassion, and patience with others. In a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to 5 and cause a sound with my fingers. At that moment, you will open your eyes, be wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better than before. You will have no ill effects whatsoever in your head, no headache, no ill effects whatsoever in your hearing, no buzzing in your ears, no ill effects whatsoever in your vision and eyesight. Vision, eyesight, and hearing improve every time you function at these levels of mind. 1, 2, coming out slowly now. 3, at the count of 5, you will open your eyes, be wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better than before. Feeling the way you feel when you've slept the right amount of revitalizing, refreshing, relaxing, healthy, wonderful sleep. 4, 5. Eyes open, wide awake, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better than before. This concludes the Anatomy of a Pet exercise from the Silva Ultramind System.